Hey guys, so I'm here with my April favourites video. Not a ton of favourites this time, or not as many as in previous videos, so hopefully this video won't be too long for you guys. First thing, this dress. This is the first time that I've worn it because today's like a really nice day. It's like the hottest day of the year so far here, and it's the bank holiday weekend. So yeah, I decided to wear this. I really like this kind of mustard colour. It's a little bit brighter in person, I think, than it is on screen. But I just really like it. It's really lightweight, and yeah, just really like it. I picked it up in like Asda for like £12. It was crazy inexpensive, and I love it. So, as always, I'll start off with my favourite book of the month. Now, in April, I actually got quite a lot of books read. I think it was something like 18 or 19 books. I'm going to film my wrap-up after this, so I'll know for definite then. But I'm pretty sure it was like 19 books. But my favourite was one of the last books that I read in April, and that's What a Difference a Duke Makes by Lenora Bell. This is the first in her new School for Dukes series. And I've only ever read one other book by her, which I enjoyed, but for some reason I just never picked up any more of her books. They're sort of my kind of historical Regency romance type novels, which, as you guys know, I love those. So this arrived for a review, and I literally, a couple of days after it arrived, started it, and I just devoured it. I didn't take very long to read this, 2 or 3 days, which, considering was going to work and stuff as well. I devoured this. I've seen some people love it, some people not so much. It is sort of a Regency romance novel that combines elements of Mary Poppins and Jane Eyre. So it like takes elements from both of those stories and mixes them together to create like a Regency historical romance. So you have the protagonist is like things like she's called like Mary Perkins, and the male protagonist is called Edgar Rochester. He has 2 illegitimate children. One is called Adele, one is called Michael. The female protagonist has a bird, like a parrot-beaked umbrella. She came from like a religious school where she was treated very badly, and she had one good friend called Helena who died. Like, if you are familiar with both stories, you will see the elements there. They are quite obvious if you are familiar with either Jane Eyre or Mary Poppins. But I really liked that. I love Mary Poppins, I love Jane Eyre, and I love Regency historical romance. So for me, I really enjoyed those things. Some people will not enjoy that, but I really liked having those elements there. It was like a combination of 2 stories that I really love creating, like a new story, and I really enjoyed that. So that was my favourite book of the month. I watched this quite near the beginning of the month, and that is Wonder. I was going back and forth whether to watch this before, you know, reading the book, but I've had the book on my shelf for a really long time and haven't picked it up, and I really wanted to watch the movie, and I'm really glad I did. I really enjoyed it. I watched it on my own, and I was like laughing and crying. It's really life affirming and a real joy to watch. I thought it was brilliant. I do still want to read the book, but I don't know how soon I will do that. But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. Definitely my favourite movie of the month. I also have a favourite album of the month. This came out on the 6th of April, and it's 30 Seconds to Mars' new album. Yes, I bought the physical album because I have all of their other albums on physical CDs. So I wanted to have this so that they all matched. So this is America by 30 Seconds to Mars. If you guys remember, in my favourites for March last month, I went to see them live at the O2 in London, and it was just amazing. They're on an absolutely massive tour at the moment, so I was so glad that we got to go and see them. But yeah, we saw them before this album came out. We saw them on like the 27th of March, and the album didn't come out until the 6th of April. It's a really good album. They only performed 2 songs from it at the live show back in March. They only performed Walk on Water and Dangerous Night. So all the other songs were like a nice surprise, because at that show, they did a really good job of picking songs from across their albums, which was really nice. So yeah, I was super glad to get that, and like I say, it's pretty much all I've listened to in April is that album. Then some makeup things. As you guys can see, I am wearing makeup today, even though it's really hot. I was like, do I put makeup on? But then I thought I need to film a video, and I literally could not film a video with the way I looked. I looked pale, pasty, dark circles. It was really bad. But anyway, one thing that I've loved that I picked up in April is this. It's going to be very hard to see what it is. It's Maybelline's gel eyeliner, Lasting Drama Gel Eyeliner 24 Hour. And I picked this up in like a dark brown. See that there? I was thinking that my eye looks were missing something, and it was eyeliner and mascara, because I could never draw eyeliner on with like a felt tip pen or a pencil. I just am no good at it. But I'm not half bad at doing it with eyeshadow in like with a brush. So I thought, well, if I pick up a gel eyeliner, I can actually have proper eyeliner on. But I don't like black eyeliner on me. I feel like it's too harsh, and I just don't feel like it looks right. Yeah, nearly died there on air. So I decided I'd pick up a brown one, because normally when I do it with eyeshadow, I use a dark brown eyeshadow. So I thought, well, if I can find a brown eyeliner, and I have, and I don't know how well you're going to see, because I've got my glasses on and everything. But I really like it, and it does last. Whether it lasts 24 hours, I don't know, because who leaves their makeup on that long? But yeah, I really have been liking this. So every time that I have actually worn eye makeup, I've been using this. And it did come with its own little brush, but I haven't used that because I picked up one of these. This just came from Wilkinson's. Forgive me, it is dirty. I need to wash it after this video. And it's like an ergonomic eyeliner brush. So like you hold it there, and then it's angled, so the idea being that you can still see your eye as you're putting the liner on. And yeah, I feel like I get to do like a proper, I get to follow my lid, and the eyeliner goes on really smooth. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that, more so than just using an angled brush. I feel like I get like a smoother, better line with that. So yeah, really been loving the two of those together. Losing my voice. And then another makeup item is this. I picked this up in April. I had been waiting for this to become available in the UK, and it's Jeffree Star's Blood Sugar palette. I was dying to get my hands on this from the minute they started posting pictures of it on Instagram, when Jeffree did his video on it, and then all the pictures came out from Trend Mood on Instagram. And I love it. I love that it comes like a old video cassette case, and you take it out, and it's like this faux leather case. It is a very bulky palette, like storage wise. It doesn't actually fit where I store all my other makeup, but that's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make because I just had to have it. I love that it has these like clasps, these metal clasps that open like that. It's just so satisfying. And I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, because the mirror is really big. Hi. It's creepy. And then the colours look like this, and I really I like Jeffree's other palettes. I've got both of his other palettes. It's going to be quite hard to show you properly without sort of blinding you with the mirror, but what I liked about this was that you kind of have rows of looks, kind of like the what is the top row here is quite a neutral row, especially for if you've seen Jeffree Star's other palettes. They're not really neutral, but these here you could very much create a neutral look with. And then here you've got, you know, the pinks and the purples, and then here very much sort of reds. I liked that you could combine all of these, or you know, you can take each row as kind of a look, which I quite like. In even really going this like that row there is quite easy to make a look. You know, I just really liked it, and a lot of that is the packaging. I absolutely love this packaging. It's very different to any of my other palettes. All my other palettes are pretty standard packaging wise. I'd say the only other palette that has exciting packaging really that I've got is the Too Faced chocolate bar palette, but even then it's still just, you know, a palette. Down to my last two favourites of the month, and that is this scarf from Loungefly. If I hold it up like this, it's a Beauty and the Beast scarf, so it's got Mrs. Potts and Chip on there, the Rose, the Mirror, Lumiere, Cogsworth, some books. Yeah, it's quite, I didn't know when I ordered it if it was going to be nice and long or if it was going to be like a really shitty, thin, you know what I mean. But it's really long, it's, you know, it'll work. And it's just beautiful. You guys know I love my Disney and I love my Beauty and the Beast. So when I saw this, I had to have it. And it wasn't that expensive. I think it was £13. So well worth it, even though we are completely coming out of the weather now. For scarves, when I need it, it will be there. And then the last thing that I have is also Disney related, and it's also from Loungefly, and it's this. Oh my god, as soon as I saw this, I literally had to have it. Obviously it's a Stitch brush holder, and it did come with the brushes. I meant to use them today actually to see if they were any good or not, but even if they're shit, I literally don't care because I can just put my other brushes in here. But yeah, it did come with 5 brushes, so like a sort of angled face brush, and then the rest are sort of eye brushes, and even the brushes have stitch and scrump on them. I don't know if you can, like flowers and stuff on them. They're really, really beautiful, and as soon as I saw it, I was just like, I really need to have that. So yeah, I think he's super, super cute, and he's practical. He'll keep some of my makeup brushes in there. So that's all my favourites, guys, for the month of April. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll see you all soon.